Here we're going to run through the basics of scapular stability. Now what that really means, the scapula, which is the shoulder blade, right, needs to remain stable throughout the ranges of motion where the arm is going either to the side, overhead, pushing, pulling. Okay? Now commonly what happens is these scapular stabilizers lose some motor control. So this isn't really a strength issue. They're not necessarily a weak muscle. The motor control issue is almost like a small paralysis, meaning the brain is not working in harmony and firing up those muscles correctly, or it's really dominating certain muscles over the others. And this can happen from years of poor posture, misalignment, if you have any bad habits from sports, or even just bad cueing of like squeezing your shoulder blades together. You do not want to be doing that. That's going to aid in really locking down the scapula in the wrong way so that you end up getting tight pec minor, it's pulling it forward, and the overall mechanics start to become very disjointed. So what we want to look at is, for example, if you're pushing overhead, or if you're bringing your arms out to the side, your shoulder blades, right, sitting on your back, your shoulder blade should go into what's called upward rotation. So when you come up overhead, the shoulder blade actually tilts and wraps around the side. So it's coming to the side of your body. So this is the end of the shoulder blade. You can kind of see the tilt here. Now, you'll always hear the cue of down and around because that's how you want to visualize the shoulder blades wrapping this way as your arms go up. So they're going down and around, and then you're controlling them as you lower. So you stay nice and wide across your back. Now, with that motor control issue, a lot of times, the three muscles that control that upward rotation, which are the lower trapezius, the serratus anterior, which wraps on the inside border all the way around, and that upper trapezius, they don't have as much motor control or even brain connection as they should. So those downward rotators, for example, that pec minor in front, or mainly that levator scapulae, the muscle coming up the neck, they are just going to take over and really tighten up. So if you can feel that top border of your shoulder blade, if you're one to say, oh, just please give me a massage, quick, give me a massage, because it's so tense, it generally means that those scapular mechanics are not great. The head's going to be forward, it's going to be pulling the shoulder forward, and you're really going to run into a lot of problems here. So going back to what we were saying, if we can stabilize the shoulder, working those scapular stabilizers the right way, well now the brain realizes, hey, we're in the right spot, we're stable, you open up range of motion, posture starts to improve, and all that good stuff. When you're doing any shoulder exercises, again, overhead, you never want to let the shoulder shrug up to the ear. You also don't want to let the head move, because that levator scapulae is going to be responsible for pulling the head to the side of the arm. So you'll see it shoot out the neck if you're really tensing and compensating through your head. So that's why it's so important on every exercise you do to keep your head as neutral and stable as possible. Whether it's a bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep, just keep it neutral, fight to keep it stable, and keep the shoulder relaxed. So even if you're doing a chest press, that shoulder should never start to migrate up towards the ear. That's just going to create more issues with that levator scapulae dominating and letting these muscles just kind of fade out and turn off. So keep the shoulders down, the head neutral, and you'll be on your way to correct scapular mechanics.